pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 102, Insights. I share God's will for happiness for me. I really appreciate Jesus revealing the underlying motive of all suffering. Atoning for sin is purposeless. Pain is purposeless. As I practice quieting my mind and going to that inner place of peace, I do find a quiet, gentle happiness there. I find a sense that all is well and that nothing has ever changed. I really do appreciate this thought reversal training. My experience of the world changes as I change my mind. I am seeing that these are not just words. It is really true. Beneath the turmoil of the world, there is peace, there is happiness, there is universal love, there is oneness. I choose now to practice, hour by hour, to remember the truth behind the images of the world. Suffering is purposeless. Just silly ego stories made up in madness. I can loosen my grip on these stories and remember that as part of love's extension, happiness is my one function. What a wonderful idea to practice all day today. What a wonderful opportunity to heal my mind. How helpful it will be to observe and become aware of all the little places where I still believe that suffering will give me something I want. Today is an important day given me to heal my mind. Sin is meaningless. Separation is meaningless. Pain and suffering are meaningless. True happiness is only of God. I happily affirm today, again and again, that I share God's will for happiness for me. Happiness is my one function. I see this lesson as another step in remembering that I am still one with God. I remain as God created me, unchanged. For if I share God's will for happiness for me, I must be one with Him. If I don't think I deserve happiness, then I must believe I am separate from God. This world was made to make it appear that separation from God is real. With that comes a belief in harm. At its core is a belief that I harmed God by separating from Him. This could only bring guilt. Along with guilt comes the inevitable belief that punishment is justified. In this belief, punishment is seen as payment for the sin of separation. And in its twisted thought system, pain is also seen as the way to return to God. Thus, pain is seen as a means to heal separation. Yet, it is impossible that what reinforces a belief in separation, making it seem more real, could be the means to heal separation. It is another example of the ego's motto, seek and do not find. Thus, all forms of pain, from mild irritation or disappointment to intense rage and deep depression, from a minor body ache or malfunction to life-threatening disease. All of these symbols of pain and sacrifice serve only to reinforce the illusion of separation. Illusions made to make illusions seem real. Being illusions, they accomplish nothing in truth. Today, as I practice remembering that I share God's will for happiness for me, I loosen my identification with the body and all its forms of pain and suffering. I move closer to recognition of the truth about me as God created me. I move closer to the recognition of the one self that is me and all my brothers. I move closer to the comfort safety, and happiness that God has given me, and that is mine to claim. I accept God's happiness for me now. That is my one function. That is my meaning. I share my meaning with God, for He is the source of all meaning. pathwaysoflight.org